China's great leap into the 21st century, into a country equipped with modern roads, airports, and railways, would have been difficult to imagine 30 years ago. But with the help of one of the great economic growth spurts in history, China's been playing a massive game of catch-up. The results are eye and imagination catching, causing many Western visitors to declare that China will soon completely overtake countries like the United States. China's gains are certainly impressive, but they've also come at a cost. The environmental and human costs are well reported in the Western press, but equally important has been the fiscal cost to local and national governments. Massive expansion of rail and highways has driven many governments deep into bank or bond debt, with the hope that laying down the infrastructure for development will pay off in the long run. Much of this financial cost remains on the books of local governments, but the country has also decided to put much of that cost on the backs of people using the infrastructure. That's especially true for China's highways, where tolls designed to cover the cost of construction are extremely high. Driving from Beijing to Shanghai, a trip of around 800 miles, would cost 1,000 yuan or $160 in tolls alone. By comparison, driving the 500 miles from San Francisco to San Diego would cost exactly $0 in tolls. But China's drivers will be getting a much-desired break from these tolls during this year's Spring Festival. It follows up on a similar policy during last year's October National Day, when the government declared that all highways would be free of charge during the Chinese New Year, called Spring Festival in China. That should save car owners a big chunk of cash, but the cost-free tolls may bring with it some other kinds of costs. During last October's National Day, a similar toll-free holiday turned China's highways into parking lots as car owners raced to get a bite of the free lunch. Chinese state media reported that with vehicle use surging by 200%, dozen-mile stretches of highway were turned into parking lots. Thousands of drivers simply parked their cars and took to the pavement to walk their dogs, chat, and munch on sunflower seeds. Learning from that experience, China's Transportation Bureau has decided to make one tweak to the holiday plans. When it first lifted highway tolls for National Day, the Bureau still demanded that toll gate operators hand out pass cards to each car that went through. That traffic hiccup, plus the sudden surge in driving, led to last October's traffic fiasco, and after a few days of dishing out pass cards, the requirement was removed. This year for Spring Festival, there are no pass cards, and therefore much freer traffic flows through the toll gates. Don't go away, because after the break, we'll look at how the toll-free policy is sending ripples through the market for rental cars. Stay tuned for that.